is GACenter, your look at the Grand Arena Championships of content creators from around the globe. Here are your hosts, Flair from Gaming Embers and the Nev from the Escape Podcast.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one and all to another episode of the Escape Podcast. GACenter.
I was gonna say,
What?
I feel like you were about to say the Escape Podcast. I was like, wait, hold on a second, what?
See, you see, but you didn't know. Oh, you see, I was just trying to make it long and bombastic, and you ruined it now.
I feel like between the two of us, I have a little bit more of the energy. I think it wouldn't be wrong saying that.
What, that you have more energy than I, or
a little more energy, a little more bombastic, a little bit more of a little more stage presence.
Yeah, I'm trying a bit more joie de vivre, you know. So yes, that's just the way I am. That's the way I like to be. Anyway, we are in our final month of season 1 of GACenter. Things are getting hot and spicy, and Div 1 Elite got real spicy today.
Honestly, the tables period this week got spicy.
Yeah, the tables did get spicy this week. It was raining triple crowns and triple whammies this week.
I think we had more triple crowns, and from people. Spoiler warning: we've had more triple crowns and 3-0s from people that have not typically gotten triple crowns or 3-0s. This week than we have gotten, like, period.
I know. It's been a weird week. Anyway, Flair, give our viewers the usual gump.
All right, usual spiel. During the course of today's episode of GACenter, any follows, bits, cheers, subs, anything like that will be recognized by moderators in chat. We will spend some time at the end of the episode recognizing those as well. But hey, we have a big show to get to. We are in our final 4 weeks of weekly coverage. Neil, let's get right into it, shall we?
You sure? Okay. Boom! There we go.
Boom! We are starting right off with Commander Cody going 3-0. Unfortunately, not a triple crown. This is a triple whammy. Just checking at how he did this week. Round 1 was a full clear one-shot with tons of holds with Sith Empire and a hold with his Boss Bounty Hunters. Round 2 was another full clear one-shot. The Sisters held, and his Chimera got a hold. Round 3, unfortunately, is where he got a couple of the battle losses. He had a 2-tap the Sith Empire and 2-tap a CLS Rebels team, which also prevented him from getting a full clear. Opponent couldn't clear his ships after 2 and only beat 3 teams, so it still gave him the 3-0. Excellent job for Commander Cody.
Ring kill. No data. No report. We don't know what to do when this happens. We can't. It's just literally there are no words. We have nothing to say. If you don't give us a report and there's no data, we can't say anything about you.
Well, unfortunately. So Bulldog, no surprise here, 3-0. However, round 1, he didn't get a full clear. So he only got a triple. He just won 3 rounds. He didn't get a whammy or anything like that. But he couldn't clear the Executrix fleet after 3 attempts. Thankfully, he had a no-show. Round 2 was a full clear one-shot. And yet again, another freaking no-show. Round 3 was a full clear one-shot as well. His opponent only cleared Bugs and the Sisters and couldn't kill his GG Separatist team after 2 attempts. So Bulldog is enjoying having some no-shows and people that just can't get through his defenses, even if he can't always full clear. 3-0.
Yeah, give me some of them no-shows.
I
Infinum. Great week for Infinum as he scalped a triple crown. Round 1 was an auto-deploy that he brushed aside. Round 2 was a no-show. And round 3 was against a lackluster defense. Very lackluster defense as his opponent saved his toys for offense. Yeah, but those toys weren't very good, obviously. So, yeah, Infinum won. Triple crown for Infinum. There's Div 4. We all know who's at the top. And yeah, there's just nothing between Commander Cody and Infernum for second. Not that you get anything for second anyway, so it doesn't really matter. On to Div 3.
On to Div 3, and we are picking it back up with the Lone Gunman going 3-0. Round 1, he could not clear either the Malevolence or the Negotiator, and couldn't clear Padme or JKR. Opponent stopped after clearing Bug Team, and that was it. Round 2 was a Padme 2-tap, a Phasma 2-tap, and he got a hold with his sisters, a hold with Karth Old Republic, and Mon Mothma locking out the full clear as well as access to the ship nodes. Round 3 was a full clear one-shot with holds on the sisters, 2 holds with Karth Old Republic, and again, locking out the ships. 3-0 for Lone Gunman.
Stone 14-14. Things just keep getting better for Stone as he picked up his 3rd Triple Crown in a row. His mid-season kind of tapered off, but he really, really is finishing the season with a vengeance. Triple Crown for Stone.
On to Renard the Fox, our favorite German fox, going 3-0, only losing 2 battles this week. And as he put it, full cleared opponents double tapped the GOs due to a test that went very wrong, and opponent was a no-show. Round 2, got another full clear one shot, nothing special. Opponent was a no-show again. Lucky buggers with your no-shows. I wanted to talk. I didn't even sign up. Round 3 was looking challenging due to a good roster of the opponent. He put Rooster in this opponent's account, was like, cock-a-doodle! Anyways, but he went 2 heavy D. Full cleared with 1 double tap on G12 Ewoks. His opponent cleared the lower front wall and stuck on Old Republic in the upper row. With not that much offense left, I suppose, game, set, and match. 3-0 for Renard the Fox.
It's Moyo. A lovely triple whammy for Moyo this week. Round 1 was a flawless victory, so no problems there. Round 2 was a grateful clear, holding his opponent to 2 territories. Love to see that. You get the flawless victory and your opponent can't even clear your clock. Wonderful. Round 3 was an even better full clear, getting the win and holding 3 territories. His opponent only got one tiny little. Great triple whammy for Moyo.
On to Andy Beads. And what is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this? 3-0 with no losses for Andy Beads? Oh my god. Oh my god.
3-0. Yeah, it's a 3-0. No losses. I mean, can we just recognize that Andy Beads in week 1 of the month getting a triple crown? I want to say this is the first triple crown that he's gotten.
It is probably the first triple crown he's got.
If I'm correct, I think this is his first triple crown. So he's probably been celebrating this.
He's had whammies. I just don't think he's had crowns.
No. So round 1, his Dames of Dathomir, holding for 2, preventing a full clear. Ever since we interviewed with him, he'd been deciding to set the girls on defense, and it's working. Round 2 was a no-show. And then round 3, both of them full clear one shot, and he won the efficiency match so many times. Some of these people that don't consistently do it are always just a few banners shy, but he was on the winning side of that one. Excellent job. 3-0 triple crown for Andy Beads.
It's V for Vendetta. What was to be a perfect start to the week with a triple crown for Vendetta was scuppered and turned into a triple whammy, but he's not going to complain. He is Div 3 and he keeps facing slackers. So, that wasn't what caused him the problem, though. Easy flawless victory in round 1 and an easy flawless victory in round 2, despite facing a ultimate slacker in round 2. The failure came in round 3 when a Nest solo got timed out. The triple crown became the triple whammy, but with a slacker under his belt. What a whammy.
What a whammy indeed. Marco 3-0, another triple crown. What is this?
Just raining triple crowns.
It's raining triple crowns. Hallelujah. It's raining triple crowns. Round 1 had a no-show, so immediately off to a great start. Round 2, his negotiator holding after 2 attempts, and then round 3 again, negotiator holding for 2. So Marco just had an easy week. 3-0, Triple Crown again. Excellent job.
And there's Div 3. And it is it's still close. It's going to the wire between Renard and Vendetta. Oh, I can't wait to see who's this. Yeah, these guys are going to duke it out right to the end. They are going to duke it out right to the end. It's going to be so exciting to see who wins Division 3.
This is gonna be fun, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Div 2, Scribe. Round 1 was an efficiency battle, and Scribe did himself proud with a flawless victory. Round 2 was no flawless victory, but thanks to a full clear and a stout defense, victory was assured. Round 3 was a doozy, as his opponent outshone him in Zetas and GLs. But we have a saying in the UK, all the gear, but no idea. And his third round opponent was that triple whammy for Scribe.
On to Orlamar again, another 3-0 Triple Crown. Hallelujah, it's raining Triple Crowns. All right. I feel like at this rate, anytime we get something like this, we're just gonna have to do this. Obviously, he had no problems with his attack rounds. He had 2 no-shows. Round 1, he had a no-show.
Why is everybody getting no-shows except me this week?
It's week 1, okay? I didn't even sign in, okay? Got a hold with Django in round 2, hold with Bugs, and his opponent stopped after only managing to 2-tap a Django bounty hunter team. And then round 3, a no-show in the final round. What?
I didn't get a single no-show. Not one single no-show in week 1.
Anyways, Triple Crown, Orlamar.
Okay. We're talking about no-shows here, right, Lil Gator? Not much to say about Gator's week. He literally got the golden ticket. All 3 rounds were no-shows.
I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.
Not one match was responded to. So, bravo, Gator, on being a very lucky bugger.
Hey, at least he cleared his ships.
At least he cleared his ships.
On to Boma, going 3-0 with a triple whammy. Round 1, opponent auto set defense. It was an easy full clear. Round 2 was another easy full clear. His opponent struggled against his defense and couldn't beat his gas. Round 3 got the full clear, but his Night Sisters failed against his opponent's GG when they relentlessly locked on to Daka. Opponent was ripping through Boma's defenses, but then failed once against his Ewoks. Then he couldn't beat his Malevolence, so no opponent full cleared his defense this week. 3-0 triple whammy for Boma Fett.
Kate Gaming. Solid week for the Bounty Honey and Queen of the No-Shows. Round 1 was her loss. And it wasn't memorable because she can't remember. She honestly can't remember what she did in round 1. Round 2 and 3 were exactly why she has her nickname, with full clears and, you guessed it, no-shows. 2 no-shows.
Oh my God.
Kate really does have the RNG Gods on her side when she needs it. 2 and 1 for Kate.
On to JKW, going 2-1. Hey, the string of 3-0s and all those have been broken, at least on my side of the coverage. Round 1 was a full clear one shot with a, you guessed it, a no-show. Round 2 was his loss, however. He had to 2-tap the Chimera fleets, and unfortunately, he got full clear one shot. There was just no recovery for him banner-wise there. Round 3, his gas wasn't able to one-shot a Phoenix team. But then his boss bounty hunters got a hold, and Karth Old Republic got a hold as well as stood to tell the test of time, preventing a full clear. So a 2-1 for JKW.
Geek Girl, we didn't have any data, so we don't have any we don't have any specific statistics. We only got the data from Geek Girl directly. She finished at 2-1, losing round 2, full clears in rounds 1 and 3. There's no data. We only have the basics. 2-1 for Geek Girl. And there's Div 2. Olimar at the top. Bomber just behind him. We've got a fight for... I'm loving these close matches. I mean, the only...
Div 3 actually have close matches.
Yeah, we've only got 2 divs where the winners are foregone conclusions, and that's obviously Div 4 with Bulldog, and obviously Freshman with Bitcoin. I mean, let's be honest. The only way Bitcoin's going to lose is if his girlfriend plays against him in every round of every single week from now until the end of the season. So, yes, to see these close races in Divs 3, Divs 2, and the other Div 1s, it's beautiful. Really, really is beautiful.
Absolutely. But hey, Neil, we've got ourselves we're past all the small fries, shall we say?
Small fries done.
And it's time to get ready to get into the big boys. But first, we've got ourselves the Patreon board, which again, you want to be a part of that and you're not a regular content creator, you can go to patreon.com/theescapepodcast and support at the Kyber Combatant tier. Anyways, Paul is going to give more info on that as well as cover our patrons this week. Neil, let's check that out.
Okie dokie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first week of 5v5 for this season of the Patreon Leaderboard. This segment is brought to you by the Patreons of the Escape Podcast. Are you not a streamer but enjoy this show and would like to see your name up here on the boards? Join the Escape Podcast Patreon at the Kyber Combatant level or higher and get on the Patreon Leaderboard. Head on over to patreon.com/theescapepod to sign up. I am Paul Anthony, and as always, I am joined by my robotic life partner, Newbie from Hellion the Noob, as we take a look at how everyone did this week. Let's get to it. Big Country Mags, 2-1. He full cleared each time, but no report, so we'll leave it at that. Bringer of Chaos, this is what he said, 3-0. Round 1, blah blah. Round 2, I won? No crap. Woo, that was close. Phew. And round 3, close as it gets, defense got me the win. And then now we move on to D, 2-1. No song, no dance, just the stats. Dr. Jojo, 3-0. Round 1, his opponent didn't even attempt his Slacker or Palpatine. Round 2, the opponent went light on defense and he full cleared easily, while the opponent had to 3-shot his Padme. Round 3, though, versus an opponent with a higher lifetime banners, higher GP, and slightly better mods. Jojo set the trap, and they failed on the Slacker in the back wall. Even if they had one-shot Slacker, they still needed 63 banners to have beaten his efficiency. Force Strong, with a 1-2, he says his first 2 rounds were awful, got stuck on back-to-back Galactic Legend Luke. Fortunately, round 3 was an auto deploy, and all he wants for Christmas is Luke. Leonard McFacepunch gave it the old 1-2 punch. No report, just the stats. Our newest Kyber combatant, Riverboy12. He goes 3-0. He says he one-shot everything except a screw-up on ships on the last round. He didn't get the full clear, but he did win the matchup. He was also worried about a round 2 slip-up, but came up smelling like roses. And finally, Schnarman. 2-1 for the first ever champion of the Patreons. He lost by 1 banner. And he's worried he's out of the running this season, but who knows? The standings this week come out as such. Dr. Jojo defending his title at the top with Bringer and Riverboy tagging along so far. Jojo has them in banners, but takes 1 slip-up and he will fall. Schnarman, BCM, and D all at 2-1. BCM looking at this, he has everybody except Jojo on banners, but that's really, really close. So he's looking for that top spot and ready to pounce. Punchy and Force rounded out with a 1-2, but honestly, with this being only week 1, it really is anyone's chance to top the division. No wooden spoons, as Neil likes to say, so good job, Patreons. Proud of you. All right, that does it for me. I am Paul Anthony for the Noob and the Escape Podcast Patreons. We wish you a wonderful holiday season and ask you to protect those that you love. Wear a mask and be nice to each other, damn it. I send it back to Nev and Flair for the Big Boys Division 1 right here on GACenter. Take it away, boys.
Hello, Governor. It's time for the big
No,
boys.
no, we're not there yet.
Oh, no, we're not there. It's big boys.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. It's big boys. It's big boys time, innit?
Big boys.
Big boys. Okay, let's bring up our first big boy, shall we?
And of course, it's
God.
your mortal enemy.
My mortal enemy, my
And
nemesis,
your mortal enemy, your nemesis.
my Lex Luthor to my Lex Luthor to
And
Superman.
can we first off recognize that he full cleared this week and went 3-0, even though he normally plays a really defensive strategy?
Just whatever.
As Fort Mort puts it, round 1 was the toughest of the group of 8 that he went up against. Went balanced for the first time in a while. His opponent took a single area, and Fort Mort got the full clear. Round 2, surprise! Fort Mort went heavier on offense than he did on defense. Wow, this is a surprise. His opponent cleared only front top, and Fort Mort then full cleared while having fun with some experimental teams. Round 3, his opponent has never attacked in GAC history, and yes, he made it to the championship round by GP ties. He put up one wall to be safe and went super heavy offense. Again, had fun with Jawas and other teams getting a full clear. First time he didn't plan an opponent. Easiest GC round he remembers. 3-0 for Fort Mart.
It's raining whammies on the Space Prairie.
The Space Prairie.
Where the Wampus do roam and all the Space Cowboys do fly. A clean sweep for our resident Space Cowboy as he scored 2100s across the board and sealed a well-earned triple whammy for week 1.
On to Wiggins Bog, having a 2-1 this week, starting out with a 2-1. Man, the loss happened in round 1. It took 11 attempts for him to get past the GL Ray. And he had to 2-tap a bug team as well after that. And he only got a single hold with Sith Eternal Seep. Round 2 was a full clear one-shot, and he had a no-show. Round 3, he had to 2-tap a Slacker, 2-tap a JKL Jedi team, but his Seep just shut down his opponent, preventing a full clear, having absolutely no problems on that one. So a 2-1 for Wiggins Bog.
Whatever. With a 2-1, great start, picking up a round 1 win with a full clear and holding his opponent. Not so great continue in round 2 though, as a loss to Padme totally put him on tilt. I mean, like that. You've been there. We've all been there. You have that one loss, and then you just lose it. You go on tilt. Nothing goes right for the rest of the round. So he was defeated, but a good comeback in round 3 saw a cracking, flawless victory, and he saved the week from disaster. 2-1 for whatever.
All right, Neil.
It was Rambam's fault. Rambam told me that my Malik could solo the Rogue. The Rogue Squadron, okay? The Rogue Squad, sorry.
Rogue One.
The Rogue One Squad, yes.
You're having a problem with your words today.
I needed 2 solos after, unfortunately, I had to double tap one of the fleets because of bad RNG, so I needed 2 solos on my 2 final battles. Rambam told me that my Malik was going to solo the Rogue One. They didn't. And I went in with a GBA solo and did it with a GBA solo. So for future reference, I will not be using my Malik to solo Rogue One ever again, thanks to Rambam. I will be forever using my GBA if that is available to do so. That was what cost it for. Rambam. It was Rambam's fault. It was all Rambam's fault. Ando, I totally understand why he is your nemesis.
Hashtag blame Rambam.
Hashtag blame Rambam. Hashtag I blame Rambam. Not I blame Fim. I blame Rambam.
On to Spartan.
Oh yeah, of course, it's me again. True grit from Spartan this week as he took a very, very hard fought triple. No full clears, not one single full clear. I mean, you can tell just by the 13 wins there. Round 1 was no full clear, but his opponent didn't show, which seems to be the story of this week, along with triple crowns and triple whammies raining down on everyone except me. Round 2 was another tough one, as Spartan only cleared 2 zones, but his D stopped his opponent dead with no territory clears. Round 3, was another 2 territory wins, so no full clears this week, but still a really good triple because he really had to work for it.
Daggum. All right, moving on to Jigabachi, our favorite resident beach bum, going 3-0 this week. Round 1, he had to 2-tap a home 1 fleet. He didn't have enough time to give us a report, so I don't have any of the beach surfer lingo.
Dude.
So, dude, gnarly man.
Radical rips all the way in.
Totally, man. So he had to 2-tap a home 1 fleet in round 1, and his opponent stopped after failing a JKR versus GG battle. Literally, first battle, failed it, stopped. Round 2 was a full clear 1-shot, with getting a hold with General Grievous, Sisters, and 2 negotiator holds. Round 3, he was unfortunately unable to clear Malevolence fleet after 2 attempts. However, he did get some holds with his Django and Asajj Ventress-led Sisters team, giving him a nice and comfy 3-0. Excellent job, Jigabachi.
Ooh, Rand, 3-0, triple whammy. Back to the good stuff for Rand as he picked up this whammy. Didn't go particularly heavy on D. He this week he specifically kept his toys for offense, and it worked. I mean, it really, really worked for Rand in a fine return to form for 5v5, 3-0 triple whammy for Rand B.
On to Biscuit. Bisweeze, our favorite biscuit loving weasel, going 3-0, enjoying himself a nice comfy triple whammy. Round 1 was the one battle loss. He had to 2-tap a bear team. Oh, how sad. But his defense tells a much better story about what happens. He got holds on Mon Mothma with the CLS Rebels, with General Grievous, Bounty Hunters, crew, and home 1. And there's no full clear in sight for his opponent after all of this. Round 2 was a full clear 1-shot, winning the efficiency match. Excellent job there. And round 3, again, was another full clear 1-shot, with his General Grievous scoring 2 tidy holds. Excellent job. 3-0. Triple whammy for the Biscuit.
3-0 for Bitcoin with a triple whammy. Clearly no girlfriend in sight. Just missed out on the triple crown this week, but it's no surprise he got the triple. It really, really isn't. It just happened to be a whammy one this week, you know? I mean, it's safe to say that Bitcoin will be crowned champion of this season, unless of course
everything goes completely
he faces his girlfriend in every round for the next 3 weeks.
The likelihood of that, right?
No, not likely. Not likely at all.
All right, on to Yeti 3-0. Round 1, guy was a mismatch. Modding was not great, so he was screwed. Yeti set a defense that his opponent couldn't clear no matter what he set or attacked with, and inevitably his opponent failed and only managed to clear the bottom. On his defense, however, Yeti did have to deal with Malevolence, which he had to 2-shot, but managed the full clear. Round 2 was the best roster of the 8 this week for him, Ray and JKL. He had comparable mods to Yetis, and some of his characters were modded extremely well. However, there's a big drop-off after the top teams. Knew he would set Ray and attack his Yeti's Slacker with JKL. He left a team that JKL doesn't beat very consistently, and it did its job. His Slacker taking 3 to clear, and that started the chain reaction. His opponent taking 3 to clear General Grievous, and a weakish Newt team held 4 straight. Yeti clearing everything except for a lone Padme in the back for a big win there. Round 3 was another mismatch. Mine was pretty comparable. We only had a 5-star General Skywalker and didn't have a pre-taunt on the Darth Revan team, which was slower than Yeti's. Set defense simply wouldn't be able to clear no matter what he did. Failed the gas cheese on his Slacker, but cleared everything else in 1. His opponent dropped 2 battles clearing around his Slacker, failed 3 times on Slacker. Another win. Wasn't too far away score-wise, but he'll take the dub, though. 3-0, Yeti.
And there is the freshman division. Bitcoin, like I said, he's at the top. And like I said, unless he loses to his girlfriend, he ain't going to lose Div 1 freshman. He's not going to lose. The fight is between Fortmore and Yeti, who is going up to the Premier League at the end of this season with Bitcoin, because, I love how close this is. I do. I really, really do love how close this is, because Fortmore's tactics may get him the wins and they may get him the 3-0s, but the second he steps out of line, the second he misses a win, and Yeti doesn't, boom! Come on, Yeti. Come on, Yeti. Come on, Yeti, because I want Fortmore to stay in this division so I can fight him again next season, because I clearly ain't getting promoted. But you could, my son. You could. Come on, Yeti.
You're sitting in the bottom half of the Meridian line here in the division.
I have had an absolutely atrocious last 3 weeks. I have lost.
Things have been going south since you entered.
I have lost more. I've lost more rounds in the last 3 weeks than I lost in the first 4 months and 3 weeks of this season combined. So it's absolutely bonkers. 4 months, 3 weeks, a couple losses here and there, and then boom, the last 3 weeks. Yeah, it's been a nightmare for me. So yeah, but hey, I'm not bitter. I just want Yeti to beat Fortmore so that I can fight Fortmore next season, you know. But we'll just have to we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, it's time for the big boys.
So the XL boys.
The XL boys. And we begin with Ranger. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a triple crown. It's a triple crown for Ranger. The Ranger with the most comes out with the goods this week, scoring a wonderful triple crown. There's not much to say when you vanquish your enemies so comprehensively, except life is Cabber. Cabber's life. 3-0, triple crown.
On to Scorch, going 2-1 this week. Better than it has been a couple of times. Round 1, he did have to 2-tap a Newt team, but he did get 2 holds with Slacker and his Mon Mothma holding after 2 attempts. Round 2, let's just put it this way. Newt and Darth Revan just screwed the pooch for him. Yeah, most of his losses came from round 2. And unfortunately, he got full clear 1 shot. Round 3, however, was a glorious full clear 1 shot. And he was on the winning side of that efficiency battle. He has not been seeing that lately when it's come to an efficiency battle. And it's really good to see him on the winning side. Excellent for 2-1. Scorch the Hoss.
Do my eyes deceive me? Paul Anthony with 27 wins and a 2-1? It's like...
Hold on. Can we comment that he only has 2 losses?
I know. Only 2 losses.
What?
He cleaned, he completely cleared his opponent's territories. I mean, a rare, well-earned 2-1 for my counterpart this week. I mean, he cleared all 3 rounds like a trooper. I mean, round 1 was for funsies against a guildmate, which he won thanks to, a Phoenix team. A fully zated Gear 12 Phoenix team, but, nonetheless. Round 2 was the loss due to, a very efficient, flawless victory from his opponent. And round 3 was the other win. Despite dropping a battle against a really rather scary-looking EP team, he still came out on top. 2-1 for Paul Anthony.
Hey, not to rub some dirt in the wound, Neil, but can we notice that he lost less battles and got more banners than you did this week?
You can note that all you like. Take a picture. It'll last longer, mate.
On to Mudbum, squeaking around with a 2-1 this week, as Mudbum puts it. Round 1, win, even though neither of them full cleared. Opponent went quite heavy on defense, but he managed to eke out efficiency in this one. Round 2 was a win, both of them getting the full clear, but Mudbum bummed around with efficiency on his side. Round 3 was a frustrating loss, where Holdo totally him. Would have won if he had Resistant Heroes Finn and Poe before Holdo, but no, he hit Holdo and she put Foresight on Poe and then she taunted. And for some reason, Piet's AoE didn't cleanse her and he couldn't fracture Ray. GG. freaking G. 2-1 for Mudbum.
That's no moon. That's a space station. Tough start for the week as Moon got really smashed by a CLS Chupio team. I mean, he just kept throwing stuff at this CLS team and nothing worked in round one. But Basti came to the rescue, got the hold and gave him the victory. Round two was a squeaky win, and I say squeaky because he won by one banner, but it was against a Shadowlands Guild competitor, so, one man's squeaky is another man's, great big gaping gap of a victory. But it got nice and easy in the final round with Moon getting the full clear and holding his opponent. His opponent, no full clear. 3-0 for Moon.
No full clear for you. MacLeod, 1-2 this week. Round one, both of them full clear one-shot each other, but MacLeod was on the losing side of the efficiency battle in this one. Round two, he just didn't show up. So, okay. Round three was a full clear one-shot as well, but his opponent didn't show up. So, excellent for not having a show up in the last round. Unfortunately, it's like 1-2 for MacLeod.
It's just Ian. 2 no-shows. 2. Ian got 2 no-shows Why is everybody getting 2 no-shows this week?
If this was a drinking game for how many no-shows that there were, people would be going to the hospital.
It's not fair. I didn't get a single damn no-show. Not one single no-show. It's not fair. It's really not fair. Anyway, so Ian, 2 no-shows for Ian this week. He picked up a triple whammy. He did get losses in the round, which an opponent did actually, bother to turn up. Round 1 and round 3 were the no-shows. 3-0 triple whammy for Ian.
On to Gridzy. Round 1 was a full clear one-shot, getting 2 holds with CLS and a hold with Newt. Round 2 was okay. He had to 2-tap a Malevolence Fleet, and thankfully he got, take another one with me, a no-show. Round 3, he had to 2-tap a Bugs team, 2-tap a General Grievous, and unfortunately, he only got a single hold with his Boss Bounty Hunters, giving him his loss for the week. Screw you, because of round 3. 2-1 for Gridzy. He does have good hair, though.
He does have good hair. Wonderful hair. Thaddeus. Thaddeus. A wooden spoon for Thad as his season starts to literally fall apart. Just as his nemesis Paul is on the rise. He needs to up his game. Thaddeus, you need to up your game this month if you hope and pray to avoid any embarrassment. 0-3, wooden spoon for going nerdy.
On to Fruit Ninja Mike going 3-0. This is another obvious one. There's a couple of people in here that are pretty much obvious. First week on the new 5v5, and everyone has 3 or 4 GL train. Woo! But he did get a triple crown. Newt got 2 holds this week and saved his butt in the third match against an opponent who has 540,000 banners lifetime. He did screw up bad on a Thrawn fleet. Still beat it, though. Still managed to pull out a win. It was a good warm-up week for him and reminded him how to play in 5v5. 3-0 triple crown for Fruit Ninja Mike.
End all be all with a 3-0. Just a triple whammy, no crown. A rusty week for the King of D as he needed rounds 1 and rounds 2 to kind of adjust back to 5v5. He dropped a few battles in the early rounds, but he was back in the groove, baby, by round 3 as he got a flawless victory. Oh, and of course, being the King of D, none of his opponents got full clears, so no surprises there. 3-0 triple whammy, Brendel.
Get your pickles out. It's
Pickles
Finn.
out.
Pickles are out. It's Finn going 3-0 this week. Round 1, full clear. Opponent auto sets. Round 2, full clear. Opponent set defenses, but never attacked. Round 3, full clear. Opponent attacked, but overspent on defense, it seems. Is only able to clear the top 2 zones. Side notes that he makes here. Finn needs to work on facing CLS on defense. Multi-attacks this round all came from trying not to overspend on beating CLS and led to failing first attack. So definite area of improvement. Also, disappointing week because there's someone with a GL and someone else with a JKL in the bracket, but both lost round 1, so didn't have to face them. Also on vacation, so he tried to do GAC in like 15 minutes in the morning rather than thinking through things, so that didn't help. Anyways, 3-0 for Finn.
DPK, the 1 and 2. Not quite sure what DPK did this week, as he was testing some new strategies and tactics, including LPK, which I have no idea about. I have no idea. I don't know what LPK means, but he tried it. And some Ray DR, some Ray Darth Revan combos, that did not work. So that would be why DPK was just 1 and 2 this week.
On to DB going 2-1 this week. Round 1 was a full clear with his Darth Revan holding and preventing the full clear. Round 2, he unfortunately had to 2-tap a General Grievous team and 3-tap a Mon Mothma team. Unfortunately, he got full clear 1-shot. So yeah, there's an issue there. Round 3 was another glorious full clear 1-shot. Darth Revan holding and preventing a full clear again. DB is slowly getting back to form. You know, the little babby has caused him to miss a little bit, but hey, DB is slowly coming back, and hopefully he finishes out strong in the rest of the season. 2-1.
Get well soon, DB. Get well soon. Cubs bad run continues as he picked up his 3rd 1 and 2 in a row. I mean, dang. Yeah, this is not end of the. We've all had bad slumps. I mean, everybody has bad. Well, or maybe not Bitcoin or Bulldog, you know, or Fruit Ninja Mike. But most real people, you know, not super GACers, have slumps. You just towards the end of the season, you don't want to slump towards the end of the season. Not when you're chasing for promotion. A change of tactics or strategy may be required to get him out of his current slump. 1 and 2 for Cubs.
And on to Black Mamba. Round 1 was a full clear 1-shot. CLS getting hold and his opponent didn't full clear. Round 2 is where his 1 loss this week happened. Where he had to 2-tap a JTR team. He did get holds with Bugs, GG, Padme, all just shutting his opponent down. Round 3, both of them full clear 1-shot. And unfortunately, this is where his loss occurred. Given that 2-1, he was on the losing side of the efficiency battle. Shame to see it. But still 2-1 and a very impressive win and loss record for Black Mamba.
Hold on to your bridges. You're about to see something very surprising now. Going Nerdy is at the bottom. The bottom.
He's winning and losing.
He's winning at losing. Yeah. Thad, you're at the bottom, and you're not winning the Dunce's Cup. You need to pick one and go for it. You're either going to beat Paul, or you want the Dunce's Cup. You cannot have both.
Hopefully, if he picks the correct option, battle losses, he'll rack up those actual losses.
That dude, you need to do something. If you don't want to finish bottom of Standard Division 1, you need to do something. You need to do something soon.
And pick something and freaking go with it.
Yeah, pick a lane and stay in it. But there we go. This is where the real battle is. Who is going to win Div 1 Standard Division title? Is it going to be Fruit Ninja Mike? Is it going to be End or Be All? Who knows?
I mean, and obviously, as we're sitting in the Div 1, we're talking about players that are also fighting for the Premier Leagues. And clearly we can already tell in our top little section here, we've got some RSG people. We got Mike, we got End All Be All. We've got some people fighting in here. Check this out.
Yes, getting down to it's really, really getting down to the nitty gritty. It's really getting down to the nitty gritty. Don't forget that the person in 4th in this table goes to the Premier League next season. So there is a real scrap on right now between Ranger and Moon.
Like 2,000 banners.
Hey, Mamba's not completely out of it. We have seen Moon go 9-3. We've seen Ranger go 10-2. And Black Mamba, I mean, if he goes completely and utterly undefeated, maybe goes 11-1. If Ranger goes 10-2, if Moon,
Mamba would have to pretty much go the entire rest of the month undefeated.
Yeah,
he did go 2-1.
He would. He would have to keep his fingers crossed that Ranger or Moon, slip up. But I see the fight as being between Ranger and Moon. They both went 3-0. Black Mamba only went 2-1 this week. So it's between Ranger and Moon who gets that 4th spot into the Premier League. That's for sure. Okay. Oh my God! Shock horror as we do the big boys. It's the Triple X boys. Zareth coming in week 1 with a 2-1. I mean, what is just? Yeah, I mean, clearly he didn't have no shows. A very surprising 2-1 for Zareth this week. Very uncharacteristic of him. That opens the door for Klesso and his counterpart Solo in the chase for the Elite Division title. Round 1 was a decisive win, let's be honest. It was a flawless victory, very decisive. Round 2, another clear victory, flawless victory. Round 3 was an RNG loss, thanks to his bloody Geos. Yeah, he lost, thanks to Geos, sorry. He lost a lot more banners than he was anticipating losing, so he lost the round by 3 banners. I don't know, maybe a curse. I don't know, maybe a sacrifice to the RNG gods by Solo. Please let my counterpart lose a round. So yeah, we'll just have to. We're gonna. It does make the season a lot more interesting though.
And speaking of his partner in crime, Solo is enjoying a 3-0 with a triple crown this week. Round 1, opponent kept all of his GLs for offense, which made for an easy clear by Solo. His opponent lost his Mon Mothma team, giving him a 30 banner win. Round 2, second straight opponent that kept all GLs for offense. Second straight easy clear, won by 8 banners on the efficiency play. Round 3, opponent placed an anti-Vader Ray team and JKL-led JML team along with Darth Revan, CLS, and his clones on defense. He was able to one-shot full clear, but for some ugly banners. Opponent lost 5 times on his defenses, which gave him the win and the triple crown. 3-0 for Solo.
Ram bam. The bane of my existence I will never take. I'm never, ever using Malik against Rogue One again.
You're going to give that up again?
Yep. I'm going to hold that over his head forever. 1 and 2 for Rambam did not have a good week. In round 1, it was a GL Ray that stopped him from getting victory. I mean, don't get me. Round 2, I mean, wow, he came back with a vengeance. He smashed his opponent with a flawless, and I do mean smashed. He scored a 21-47 in round 2. He absolutely mopped the floor with his opponent. But in round 3, he had the victory snatched when his negotiator fleet failed to defeat a Thrawn Empire fleet. I'm not joking. I was there. I was watching it live. And his failure was complete. 1 and 2 for Rambam.
On to Mandalore going 2-1 this week. The wins and losses don't tell the full story. He lost nothing this week in terms of battles. Unfortunately, his loss did occur in round 1 where he lost the efficiency battle. Both of them full clear one shot, and he didn't score enough points. Round 2, he did get a full clear one shot again, and his Django getting 2 holds. And then round 3, again, full clear one shot, winning the efficiency battle by 12. Excellent job. 2-1, unfortunately, because of efficiency for Mandalore.
Lazy Turtle, 1 and 2, a bad week. Gone bad for Turtle, who botched a great start. I mean, he had a great start in round 1. I mean, the squads were done. I mean, that was it. The squads, they were done. All he had to do was win fleet. And he had to use every single ship just to clear the zone. So he lost. Round 2, a little bit of a comeback with an easy victory. But then in round 3, disaster again. 3 quick fails on a Ray, a GG, and a Dooku-led separatist team. Saw the round just slip away. It just the week just slipped away. Better luck next week. Better luck next week.
On to Klesso, going 2-1. Round 1 was a full clear one shot. His opponent only winning against Padme and having to 2-tap a scoundrel team, getting losses across everywhere else on the board. Round 2, he had to 3-tap Negotiator and 2-tap an Executrix fleets. And unfortunately, he only got a single hold with his Malevolence. Round 3, he had to 3-tap GL Ray and got a hold on his GG, but managed to be 4 banners more efficient. This could have been bad for him, but he was 4 banners more efficient than his opponent was by the skin of his teeth. 2-1 for Klesso.
Jake Johnson, a good start with an unhappy ending. It's the easiest way to describe it. I mean, he hit his round 1 and his round 2 opponents flat out. You know, he just spanked them. But he came a cropper in round 3 as he failed to get past a pesky Darth Revan team. So unfortunately, it ended 2-1 for Jake Johnson.
On to Indigo, going 3-0 this week. Round 1, he had to 4-tap a Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine team, but he got holds, plenty of holds with his bugs, with his own Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine, his Slacker, and his Rex clones. And round 2, he got a full clear one shot. GG Separatists getting a hold to secure the win there. And then round 3 was another full clear one shot. Opponent failed GL Ray and only cleared 2 teams after that, giving him a nice, comfy, cozy 3-0.
The Aussie Adonis, he took losses this week, but each of them were close. I mean, they were close. When you lose your round because of one loss, it's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, round 1 was all down to a single fleet loss. I mean, obviously, it was a double tap, but that one loss cost him that round. Round 2 was a victory. It was a no-show, so, you know, victory was a foregone conclusion. Round 3 was another loss, down to 1 battle. Fleet issues again when his negotiator failed to defeat a MILF fleet. So yeah, I mean, the improvement continues. I mean, the improvement really does continue. I mean, going 1 and 2 and losing both rounds to 1 loss. Yeah, but the improvement continues from the Aussie Adonis.
On to Dylar, going 3-0 with a nice triple crown. Round 1 went up against an opponent in an efficiency battle. Luckily for him, he had horrendous speed mods, but this was the closest match of the week, with Dylar winning by only 5 banners. Round 2, his opponent placed Ray and JML, hoping to trip him up, but nay, sir! Full clear one shot his board while he stumbled through Dylar's. Round 3, another efficiency battle. Luckily for him, he had his Twitch audience that helped him out with the hardest battle. Shout out to you, Easy. This was his best score of the week, and he won by 13 banners. An excellent start to the month. 3-0 triple crown for Dylar. And stay tuned. In just a couple of minutes, we'll be talking to him as well about his week.
And the Grand Admiral was in fine form this week, as you can see. 3-0, triple whammy. Edging closer and closer to confirming entry into next season's Premier League. Round 1 was a flawless victory. Round 2 was a full clear, but as seems to happen with everybody, his opponent didn't show. I'm going to say it again. It's not fair that I didn't get a single no-show. There, I said it. Round 3 was another full clear with the losses. An excellent week for the Empire's best and brightest. 3-0 triple whammy for the Grand Admiral Arnold T101.
And closing out our week as usual is Ando going 3-0. Unfortunately, not a triple crown. He got a triple whammy. He says he even goes, I think there was a loss in there, so no crown. Round 1, full clear for 21-24. His opponent took out 3 teams and had no gas left to clear a single zone. Round 2, guy placed a moderately difficult defense, and he believed this is where his 2-tap was. His opponent just had nothing for his slacker, though. Round 3, his opponent set a defense that he certainly wasn't a fan of, but more of banner ripping one than an actual so he scored a 20-95, and it took his opponent 3 battles to get through JTR and 2 to get through Ray. He'll take it. 3-0, triple whammy for Ando.
Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the table.
Oh, this is the bottom of the table.
No, it's not. The elite division's only elite.
Oh, right, it's only one table. I'm so used to it being.
Yeah, It's because we've got so many competitors between 5.5 and 6.5 mil. That's why the standard division has got 2 a top and a bottom, because there's so many people in that GP bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But Klesso and Zareth both dropping rounds. Solo did not. He's still in there. He is still in there. He's in the running. Indigo. Yeah, good. Bravo getting the 3-0, but you're still 2 rounds. You need to go perfect. Indigo needs to go 12-0 this month and just keep his fingers crossed that the Grand Admiral, because he
drops a round every week.
The GA he doesn't normally go 12-0. He usually goes 11-1 or 10-2.
If he goes 10-2 and Indigo 3-0s the rest of this, Indigo wins on banners.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If Arnold has a standard month, and a standard month for him is 10-2, that is his standard month. His standard month is 10-2. If he goes 10-2 and Indigo can maintain a perfect record, he can sneak past him, providing he continues to get the banners during those wins. Yeah, he needs to get full clears. He can't just get 3-0s and not get full clears. He needs to get full clears, because if Arnold can, claw it back, if Arnold can, get full clears where Indigo doesn't, he'll hold it even with a 10-2 and a perfect run from Indigo. So, Indigo needs to maintain the full clears. Dylar had a good week, but he's not not there. He's out the running. It's either Arnold or Indigo that's going to take that 4th spot. But that 3-horse race, that 3-horse race for the top, yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I am looking forward to see what happens over the next 3 weeks to see who gets crowned Division 1 Elite Champion. All 3 of those guys are going to the Premier League, but you still want the bragging rights for the end of the season.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have we got coming up?
We have got ourselves, as mentioned just a couple minutes ago, we have an interview with Dylar's Twi'lek Tactics, seeing how his week went. Obviously went 3-0 triple crown, but we'll talk to him and see what he's doing with his roster and how he's looking forward to the rest of this season and things that he's working on. Anyways, Neil, let's go check that out, shall we?
Let's go.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the escape pod talents from down under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Podcast.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah! For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact Shitty Bill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
SWGOH.GG is your one-stop site for the raw data behind the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. From complete gear lists to intuitive stats behind all of your favorite holotable heroes. SWGOH.GG has it all. With a .GG account, you can get a complete view of your own roster, see how you match up against other players, and even check out the history of your own Grand Arena Championship matches. You can also see what your opponent used on you to give you a better understanding of counters and team compositions to improve your gameplay. Did you know that they also have some great Patreon features as well? Ad-free browsing of their site, guild information, and manual information requests are included in their 3 levels of Patreon support. Check out the site for more details. That's SWGOH.GG. Unleash your holotable potential today.
And welcome back to the show, everybody. This week, we have one of our best and brightest competitors. He does very, very well. This week, he scored a triple crown, which you love to get week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dylar. Dylar, how are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. It's I'm off call now for work, so now I can sit back, enjoy a beverage, and not worry about my phone going off, and just kind of do me. So I'm doing well.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. So, we're in this final month now, and you are coming hot off the presses with a triple crown, which in your division, let's just make this clear. You're in the top, our big boys in terms of GP. A triple crown, probably hot presses, and apparently, like, looking at this week, a lot of people going 2-1 in what should relatively be an easy week. How are you feeling? How you feeling rocking it out with a triple crown?
Well, I'm feeling better now. It's like I was kind of worried going into 5-5 because you got to shake the ring rust off. And as I say in most of my streams, is that in my arena I have no one to test against because my payout is in like a dead zone where there's no one 4 hours before me and there's no one 4 hours after me. So there's no one around I can test on. So it's TW and GAC. You're just going in and hoping things work out. So I'm feeling pretty good that it went as well as it did. And I just hope to keep going at this pace because I know Ando got a triple, and I'm kind of grouped in with him and Rambam in the standings, and I got to stay above Ando. I think I'm 1 win. So it wasn't a matter of try; it was a matter of had to this week.
Yeah, I think you've made yourself safe there because you were 3 ahead of Rambam.
Mm-hmm.
You're only 1 ahead of Ando. So in the head-to-head rivalry between you and Ando, you are just squeaking ahead of him at the moment because obviously he has a banner advantage over you, so you can't afford to tie on wins. But yeah, you no longer need to worry about Rambam. Rambam went 1 and 2. So you are now 5 clear rounds ahead of Rambam. Unless you have a disastrous final 3 weeks of this month, he ain't
Don't jinx it for him.
Don't jinx it. I went 1 and 2 in my final week at 3v3, so it is possible.
This is coming from the same guy who said that, it's going to be easy, and look what happened last week. Look what happened the last couple of weeks of GAC.
Yeah. Look,
but
my last 3 weeks of GAC, I've lost more rounds in the last 3 weeks of GAC than I had in the entire rest of the season. Which is just bonkers for me. 4 months and 3. I've lost more in the last 3 weeks than the previous 4 months and 3 weeks. It's just sometimes
so many
you can
things
have
I
those
could be
bad
saying
weeks,
right
can't
now,
you,
and
mate?
I'm not going to say them.
And see, this week I'm a little bit concerned because with Challenge Rancor coming out, I bumped up so many tunes from R3 to R5, so my top 80 grew a lot this week. So the competition is just going to be that much harder.
Yeah, but you may be able to take advantage of that well, you'll definitely be able to take advantage of that next season. Obviously not for this month, because you're kind of sorry, not for this month, but for the next 3 weeks you'll be able to take advantage of that. What characters did you bump? I mean, there's got to be some in there that you're going to be able to take advantage of for the next 3 weeks.
Well, I had so many characters that were like Relic 1. Like, there was no reason for me to take Watt past Relic 1. There was no reason really for me to take Thrawn past Relic 1. So all those got bumped up to 5. I had a lot of Jedi sitting at 4. Jedi Knight Revan was at 4. Like, I only took a character up to a Relic level that I needed it to be at, because I was always trying to keep my top 80 lean. But now it's all about that Relic 8 material. So I've been bumping up anyone I could, all the teams that are recommended, I'll bump them all up to R5, but that's going to blow up my high end. So we'll see how that translates over, because I was getting, like, where I was sitting at with my top 80, I was getting people that had 2 GLs and then maybe just got their 3rd and didn't have an ultimate. So that was kind of the competition I was going up against. And it might not be that much harder because it's only about 80K, but 80K and across 80 characters might
80K here, 80K there. Oh, hey, look, that can be quite a significant amount of bloat.
Oh, well, we'll definitely have to keep a close eye on your account's performance over the next 3 weeks, because I mean, it could play to your advantage. You don't know.
Well, on my GP level 2, I'm hoping that everybody's done that. Anyone that's serious has probably done the same thing. So maybe nothing will change. But we'll see.
Well, maybe there are people that you would be competing against that you're now not going to be competing against because they did twice as many characters as you.
Hope so.
And bumped them to 5. So, there may be people that you would have come across in weeks 2 and weeks 3 and weeks 4 that you might not now meet because they're more pre-concerned with the Rancor than with GAC. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll definitely have to keep an eye. So, how did your rounds go? Because, I mean, you triple crowned it. You didn't lose. Were there any dodgy moments during your 3 rounds where you almost lost the triple crown? You almost lost 1 round.
Well, my first opponent put Kylo and Rey. Now, I'm like, because I tell my people in my stream, I got no one to test the Vader counter out against, because there's Rey's, but it's the Titans team. So I'm always scared to use Vader against my Rey or against Rey. So I always use SLKR, but then that's of course going to put you behind the 8 ball for banners. So I'm always in the first round when it was efficiency match, I had to keep that in mind because my opponent got a 59 on my Rey, but it was everything, just the stars were aligning, and it was just 60s across the board. Fleets, I've had some help with fleets. So usually if I get less than a 65, I'm disappointed in fleets. So fleets is pretty easy for me, it seems right now. But then again, I also hold my Malevolence and my Negotiator, and I'm getting more banners with them on offense than, well, I might get a hold, but you know what? I know I'm guaranteeing good banners with them on offense. So round 1 was an efficiency match. I think the hardest one was, I don't think there really was a really hard one. I can't remember. It's round 2. It was Jedi Master Luke, and I tested out a counter that I'd only watched a couple of videos on. The EP Vader Treya Scion Nihilus counter, and it went well. So that was kind of a grit your teeth and pray moment. And then butt. Yeah, and then in the second round, or in the last round, I was going up against a guy that always put 2 GLs on defense. So I was ready for his SLKR and I was ready for his Rey, but then he switched it up, held his SLKR, and then put his Jedi Master Luke. And his Jedi Master Luke was, I think, 567 speed. So we had to do a little bit of quick thinking, because if you can get out in front of him, it's easy. And I don't think the EP counter can do that well against an ultimate Luke, because those EP matches usually go about 4 minutes. He's getting his ultimate before that, and then you're hooped. But I had a guy that was on my Twitch just chime in and say, why don't you just put Watt with your Jedi? Because, once you get tank tech up on Jedi Master Luke, then he's not getting ability blocked, and now it's your turn. Yeah. So it went really well. No, bounty hunters were the standout stars across all 3 rounds, full 60s.
What's your bounty hunter squad? What offensive lineup do you use?
Bosk, Mando, Boba, Django, and Grief. The only one that's geared 12 is Grief right now, just because. but everyone else is relict. I got my Bosk. Really, really fast, but without a speed set. So he's health set, tenacity set. So he's lightning fast and beefy too. So he can take the hits. And then I got my mods tricked out on them so that everybody is fast and lots of offense. And yeah, they just click. They just work.
Pretty much just bang out the gate and
that's it. That was 60s across the boards, round 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Bounty hunters, yeah. Bounty hunters are pretty much always 60s. And then I got to finally try out my troopers. And I've had so many people bugging me for a year to work on my troopers. And I finally did it. Finally got a win with them under my belt. So that felt really good. I really can't wait to do some more of that.
Who did you go against?
Oh, what was it?
What was the team that you took?
Oh, it was something easy. I think it was an old Finn resistance team. So, but
so baby steps. It's like
yeah.
you didn't want to see this team that you'd spent time, effort, and resources on crumble to some OP team, on its first attempt. It's got its training legs on, I guess, hasn't it?
Now they're an option. So
I was gonna just have options available to you.
Yeah.
So, all right, man, it feels so. We don't have like everyone else we've talked to across this entire season of GACenter has always had some sort of flub up or something that we can talk about. But you've triple crowned it this week. And it's like,
yeah, sorry.
Like what can we really like? There's no real.
Nope.
Like,
was there any team that you figured, because a lot of the time you'll look at a team and you'll think, you know what, I've tried this odd makeup against this team before, or was it a case of, I've never seen this in defense before, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, I don't think I can B team this, I'm going to have to hit it with an A team?
No, maybe that's why I got triple crown, because it was pretty much all 3 rounds are pretty standard defenses. It was just your standard teams, nothing crazy. If anything, it was lighter defenses. Like if you're putting OG Finn resistance on defense still, then you're just filling at that point.
Probably trying to save a little more for offense. Well,
yeah. Yeah, I think most of them went offense because the first 2 of the 3 matches they cleared me with over 2,100 points, so they were definitely holding something. And the other match, the guy just, I don't know what happened with there. Just one loss just trails into 5.
Oh my god!
But no, the only really difficult matches where I'd say the Jedi Master Luke leads. Otherwise, and there was always a mix of weird Jedi. It was always just B, C Jedi. But everything else was pretty standard, so no real big surprises.
That's not bad. I mean, I wish I was in that position, but hey, I'm in that weird Div 5 spot. Oh wait, when I actually sign into GAC, they right?
Yeah, when you sign in. Yeah, when you sign in, of course.
Yeah.
And nobody lets you forget that.
No, it was pretty standard this week. I think my closest I came to a loss was actually using first order against Geos, which I don't know why I thought to try that. Since when have crew led first order beaten Geos, but somehow I think I got 59 banners on it. So.
Oh wow. Okay, so you were truly blessed by the RNG gods this week, then.
That could partly be it too. Yes. Yeah. No,
I don't mean that in terms of you playing. I mean that in terms of the people that were placed against you. Because, like you said, pretty standard defenses, nothing too OP because they were keeping their offense, and you just simply had a better offense to clear out their defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, go on, Flair.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, we do have the standard bog one. Like what's the things you're working on now? What are the things you've kind of been keeping in your pocket, and you're like, oh, we'll work on this, and we'll bring it out at some other point.
Other than the imps, which you just told us about.
Yeah, I'm still just trying to finish off the imps because I got, they're all the main guys are gear 13 now. I'm just working on Piet. He needs one more piece. But like I said, I'm not going for C anytime soon. So as soon as I unlocked Jedi Master Luke, I decided I was going to round out all of my other teams first before going for C, because there's just so many, like a Relic Royal Guard is not going to do me any good. A Relic Mall isn't going to do me that much good. A Relic Sidious isn't going to do that much good. And, as we've been seeing, like C's not good in the Rancor. So, he's I didn't want to go for him until I had all my other weapons locked and loaded. So right now I'm just filling out other teams. Like I still got Cara Dune to do. I'm trying to do some tanks. So I got Sith Trooper, I got Shore Trooper in my favorites. I got Zombie in my favorites. I got Spirit in my favorites, just rounding out the Night Sisters, Droideka, Newt. And then as soon as Queel and IG-11 go Cantina farmable, I'll immediately roll into them. And I'm trying to come up with the idea for the team right now. I know we just saw the kit launched today for Beskar Mando. But I'm looking at Vandor Chewbacca to go on that team. Maybe Nest has to get shuffled. Who knows? So I'm kind of scattered all over the place, but focused at the same time. Like I'll work on a tune on one team, get that team done, and then I'll move on to the next team. And only until all these teams are done is when I'll push for my last GL.
So get all of those last pieces in place. Look at them, go, yep, I'm happy. All of the pieces of the puzzle have been done. That's team, that team, that team, that team. And then you know that you can kind of
play with your stuff again.
But you can afford the luxury of placing resources on these odd, like you said, the Royal Guard and Maul and Sidious. You can then afford to, put the resources into them specifically for the fourth GL. Is that something that you anticipate? Is that something that you anticipate in 3 months, 6 months? How far down the line are you thinking? I'm just curious if it's something that you're going to have ready, or is it something you're going to be preparing for during season 2? That's all.
The fourth GL, no. If it takes me 6 months to even start, I'm okay with that, because like my guild's a casual TW guild. So where do I need C? I don't need it for anywhere. So there's absolutely zero incentive for me.
So there's no guild commitment to go for it. Then
no guild commitment. JML, yes, because we are trying to get more stars in Lightside TB, but Darkside TB is pretty much down. We should have that maxed here in 3 months. So
okay,
no worry, no sense going for C. So all he's gonna do is make me face 4 GLs in GAC, and I don't want to face that option until I have all of my other teams locked and loaded.
Understandable, totally understandable. Okay, well, thank you for the interview. Pimp your stuff.
Well, I've been on YouTube for a long time, but it's Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. Don't ask me how I came up with that name. So many people, Twi'leks weren't really that tactical. I'm like, just shut up. It sounds cool.
Also, let's be real. Like, you've got a charm of a Twi'lek on your your profile pic. So come on, just go with it.
Yeah, Darth Talon's my girl. You heard that she was originally supposed to be the person in the sequel trilogies, right? In the original sequel trilogies.
No, I did not know that. I was unaware.
Yeah,
now, I would have definitely gone back to the cinema to watch that if she was in it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was George Lucas's original. I don't know. There was some book that came out here in the last 2 months that said that his original vision was Darth Maul returns with Darth Talon as his apprentice. So I've always had a thing for Darth Talon, just because, like, as you said in my avatar, she is drop dead gorgeous.
Hottest.
Like, yes,
yeah.
So, and Hera, Ayla too. I don't know. I got a weird thing for.
No, you're not the only one, my friend. You're not the only one.
Yeah,
so
and I've also
find you. Is it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so YouTube, Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics, and then I'm doing all my GACs on Twitch under the same name, Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics.
Are anything fun, interesting coming up besides the GACs, or what?
I'm always trying to put out some videos. Like I'm trying to make a video right now on where relic 8s are appropriate. A lot of people say ships, but then I'm like, well, no, you don't want to waste your relic 8 on a Kenobi. Here, watch me kill a relic 8 GAC fleet with just Malevolence still just kills it. So something like that. Just little guides. Otherwise, it's just I do a weekly state of my account video where I go over exactly what I'm farming, why I'm farming it, my thought process, and then my GACs. And then if I can find time, because I'm seems like I never have enough hours in the day, I try to stream whenever I can. Just Twitch. I've a couple other games I like to play. Someday I'll get back to Squadrons, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully next week, maybe. But yeah, nothing really crazy. Until Jedi Knight Luke is in the journey guide, then of course I'm going to jump on some guide videos for that. But that's about it. So nothing crazy.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else, Neil?
No, we're good, mate.
All right. Well, Dylar, it has been a pleasure to have you on. And we will close you out with a clip from one of your recent GACs. And guys, on the other side of this, we'll get to our thoughts and acknowledgements. See y'all over there.
Doodles.
Okay. One of my favorite teams. Love me, my bounty hunters. All right. So, Han with the counterattacks. Well, no. Let's do this first. Okay. Didn't kill him last time. Didn't kill him this time either. Don't want those ability blocks going out. So, yeah, let's stun him. Real good. Okay, double tap with Boba, hopefully. He's going to get killed. Boss is going to take a hit, but that's okay. Bosk is a beefy boy. Okay, let's get 4 ability blocks. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Get rid of you. Now, this should fulfill the contract. Yeah, I just love my bounty hunters. I really, really do. I really do. Alright, so Chewie's the next target, but we're going to see if we can get rid of Poe. Which we did. Just Django's so awesome, too. Oh, deleted. Okay. This was overkill. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. This is the way. Sorry, Finn. Aw, Nooch, what are you doing? You screwed it up.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's the thoughts and acknowledgements, but we're not in the thoughts and acknowledgements scene. And the reason for that is we're in the final month. So each week we're going to bring up the Premier League table as it stands so that the 10 competitors who are being promoted to the inaugural season of the Premier League, which will happen in our season 2, can see if they've made the cut or not. So, drum roll. There it is. And every name on there is the name that you expect to see. We've got Bitcoin, we've got Fruit Ninja Mike, we've got Fort Mort, we've got Endel Beal, Finity, Klesso, Zareth, Solo, Ranger, and Arnold. There are 3 names on there that are what ifs, though, aren't there, Flair?
Fort Mort is
Fort
one.
Mort, Ranger, and Arnold.
Arnold's got about a 2-win difference right now.
He's got 2 wins on Indigo, but he doesn't have banner score.
Yes.
So if as long as
if Indigo can go
undefeated with full clears, maintaining his banner difference, and Arnold drops 2 rounds, Indigo will take it. Yes. Indigo will take that 4 spot. Now, where Ranger's concerned, Ranger is on the exact same amount of round wins as Moon. So, if either of them drop anything, it's game over. Yep. You know, it is game over. And then, obviously, the third would be Fort Mort. There is a 1 round win difference between Fort Mort and Yeti. Come on, Yeti! Come on,
Yeti!
And
if Fort Mort, if Yeti doesn't lose a single one and Fort Mort loses a single one, Yeti wins by banner.
Yeti wins it on banner difference, exactly, yeah.
So but a lot of this has to do with banner difference.
Yeah, but everybody else, the other 7 people, pretty, you know, at
pretty
this
much
point,
a shoe-in.
Pretty much.
Unless Bitcoin faces his girlfriend.
Yeah, unless Bitcoin faces his girlfriend, they're pretty much a shoe-in, yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, this is pretty good. This is going to be pretty exciting.
Okay, so, Flair, on with your acknowledgements, my son.
Thoughts and acknowledgements. We did get a follow earlier in the stream by the Fresh Saint. And that I forget what how many followers that is now. I know the bot
808.
808.
808.
All right, so we are 808 people. Fresh Saint, thank you so much for the follow.
As we chase
guys,
1,000.
Yeah, that on the chase to 1,000 followers here on the Escape podcast. Neil, speaking of the pod, what's happening around here?
Well, we do have our flagship show coming up this Friday, and obviously a hell of a lot to talk about this Friday because we were given a State of the Galaxy. We were given a State of the Galaxy this week, and we have the news of the BAM. That's what I'm calling him. I'm coining the term now. It is Beskar Armor Mando. BAM. It's the perfect nickname for him. You got bammed.
Bammy wham.
Exactly. You got bammed. So yep. So we've got his we've got his kit details. We've got his inspiration. We've got who he's going to work with. So we're going to be able to go through all of that on this Friday show. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun talking. It's going to be a lot of fun talking about that and going over any other bits and pieces that were in the State of the Galaxy. Namely, what they're talking about, what they're hoping to do over the next 12 months and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about, and we will have a lot to cover this Friday show. How about yourself?
It's been a pretty busy week.
Yeah, it has been a pretty busy week.
How's
your week looking?
On my side of things, we have been just trucking along in Yakuza 0, continuing my variety stuff. Marvel Strike Force as has been usual right now. Basically I'm getting ready to go into a 2-week holiday break from work. The schools are going to be out for 2 weeks. So in that 2 weeks, I want to get a good bit of streaming done and get through some games and chop some fingers off and not kill people, even though totally some of the actions in that game would be classified as a murder, but they still live, I promise you. And yeah, just kind of whatever else is happening. Just kind of whatever pops up, and who knows. But yeah, we are officially in 3 weeks we will be finished with season 1 of GACenter.
Yeah, and then we will be moving on to
3 technically, 4 weeks for the finale episode.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, hey, but with the way, hopefully with the way that we're going to go with season 2, hopefully we'll be well on our way to that. We've got some surprises to drop on people for season 2, haven't we, Fleur?
There are some surprises that are going to get dropped.
There are some surprises with one big ass surprise that's
very big surprise.
One very
we'll find
big
that
surprise
out later on in this month.
Yeah. So we're going to drop a big ass surprise on everybody at week 4. It's literally it's going to be a WTF moment for a lot of people.
Hopefully it's
going to be a WTF moment for a lot of
people. So just hey, number one, guys, we appreciate everyone that comes out and sticks through all this and supports the things that we're doing right now. I don't think we say this enough. A big thank you to all the streamers and content creators that are part of this project. That maybe they're not maybe not always the most communicative, but they're still a part of the community, and there's still people that we're covering and we want to cover. And definitely that's one of the things we've got this little tight-knit group that's happened within GACenter, the GACenter chat. And definitely a lot of communication between people that maybe would not have done so before this. So yeah, just a big thing. And thank you to all you people, seriously, that have been watched, maybe you've watched every single episode, or maybe you've jumped on halfway through or whatever. Big thank you guys. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
We're trying to be, all encompassing, this show isn't about, what to do and how to do it. It's just letting you know what's going on out there, Mm-hmm. We are broadening people's horizons to different GACers that stream or post their content, because you never know, there might be someone who you're specifically following and you might want to go and watch, how they do their GACs live. You might be a noob or a novice, or you might be a pro and you just want some extra tips. So you go and watch, you might want to go and watch the Gambit, or you might want to check out Dylar, who we just interviewed today, with the hottest avatar of all our competitors, Yeah, she's good.
You guys in Darth Vest, man. Yeah, no. Anything else, Neil?
No, I think we're good to go, mate.
All right. Guys, seriously, thank you all so much for joining us on to this episode of GACenter. Tune in next week as we enter into week 2 of month 6. As always, y'all be safe. Have a great rest of your week. We are getting right into the holidays as well, so happy holidays. Until then, Neil,
Yes.
hit the button, mate.
You got it, mate. Ta-ta for now, folks.
See y'all next time.